What do you say we put this one to bed? Let's put the butt kick to rest. Let's break this down. When you run, you should not actively or think about kicking your butt. Why? To move forward, we must push the ground backwards. If I'm picking my foot up, it is extremely inefficient. And when you see the runners that are running at these elite fast speeds, you will see the heel come closer to the butt. But they're not trying to do that. If they were trying to do that, they wouldn't be professionals. They would not be as fast. What happens as we run faster speeds, we hit the ground harder to create more force, but two, we will see the stride lengthen. The stride is a measurement of distance covered between each step. So what you'll see is, just like with my analogy with the paddle, if I want to go faster forward, I push harder back with higher intensity, with more force, and I get a longer stride. I push further back to get more force. But what I don't do is then pick the oar up out of the water and then reset and repeat. It is so extremely inefficient to pick your feet up and to try to kick your butt. So let's get a visual. Visuals are always helpful for learning and conceptualizing. Here I'm running at a 7:30 pace, or 8 miles per hour. On the right-hand side, I'm running at a 5-minute pace, or 12 miles per hour. What this phase is right before we leave the ground, right before we have that flight phase where we're going horizontal in the air. Look at the difference. Back to that paddle analogy, it's like my leg is that paddle and I'm pushing further back. And how that will demonstrate is here with hip extension. The ability to get your thigh behind you. So at faster speeds, we will see this. But then in that flight phase, as we're translating and getting ready to switch to the other leg, as a result of that stride length increasing, as a result of your foot going further back behind you, look what happens. Naturally, passively, I'm not changing my mechanics at all. I'm just pushing harder and further back. We will see that rise up. The heel will rise up higher. So you can see I have less knee bending, or my heel is further away from my butt when I'm going at a 7:30 pace. And I'm going at a 5-minute pace, see how much closer my heel is to my butt? And that's why when you see some of these elite runners, they're running faster than this. They're running faster than a 5-minute pace. And that's why you'll see the heel come up so high. And why is this important? If you are a long distance runner and you are running at a pace that is less than 10 miles per hour, if you are trying to kick your butt, you're going to waste so much energy and time. Your risk factor to getting injured can increase, but most importantly, you guys like speed. You want to get faster, right? If you are paying on the interest, you are not paying on the principal. And what does that mean? The energy, the work that you are creating, if it's not assisting in forward motion, which is the principle, the goal, it's wasted. It's paying on the interest. So by picking the feet up higher off of the ground, if you're doing the butt kick on purpose, you are expending so much more energy than you need to. Not only that, if we're trying to have this faster turnover rate, this faster cadence, it's harder to rack up and accumulate steps when your feet are higher off the ground. By staying closer to the ground, we can rack up more steps, more power. All that time, if I'm picking that paddle up out of the water, that is wasted time and energy. Stay low, push back. Push the earth backwards. And what you push with is the tush, the glute max. So quit trying to kick your butt and start using your butt. PWT for life.